Happy April Fools, you guys. Monday. How are you? Say hi. I'm going to be teaching you today something that you probably didn't know that you needed with your makeup, and it might be a game changer for you. So as you jump on, say hi. My name is Lauren. I'm 43 years old, and I love teaching easy makeup tips and tricks for women over 40. I also am talking a lot about my perimenopause journey lately and kind of the changes as I'm hitting my 40s of what's happening. So hello. I hope everyone is doing okay. I'm sorry, Ava's not doing good. Oh, Ava, I hope you're doing, you have a better day. Use this time, you guys, to say hi, ask any questions you have about makeup, but we're literally going to be doing something. Well, thank you. Day is made. I don't look 43. I appreciate that. I really believe, honestly, that makeup is great, right? I love makeup. I teach makeup, but you don't need it. So I'm showing up barefaced here, and I'm going to teach you something that's going to be hopefully a game changer today. But before I do that, there's so many cool things that are coming to my account this month, okay? So I just want to tell you this before we get started. There are so many new followers here. Hello. If you don't know who I am, like I said, I'm Lauren, and I'm so glad you're here. But this month, I want to give back to you guys because you guys literally, your DMs, your support, your encouragement, the love you share with me is so great. So I'm going to be doing 3 days of giveaways, okay? So 3 days. It starts tomorrow, and it will go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 different ones. I'm going to do my favorite skincare. I'm going to do, the second day will be my favorite beauty finds and things. It's going to be kind of like a grab bag. I'm actually going to just pick out of a box things that I love, and you get whatever comes out. And then the last day will be a $500 gift card for Seint. So it's going to be really good. And then that's happening this week. Next week, for those of you that are here, like following my perimenopause journey, I'm actually going to do a live with my functional medical doctor, and we're going to be answering all your questions. So I'm actually going to be asking you to tell me what questions you have for him, and we're going to be going through just a lot, kind of unpacking perimenopause. So I'm really excited about that. That will be on the 12th of April. So I'll give you more details as we get closer. All right. Hello, everyone. All right, someone just asked me, what's the best concealer that you use? Well, we're going to talk about that today. So that's actually part of what we're going to do. So we're going to be talking about things that happen as we age, right? And that's why I have absolutely nothing on. I want you to see my real skin. So I have rosacea. I have veins. I have cystic acne. I have veins on my eyes, under eye issues, okay? If you're not experiencing any of that, that's amazing. But if you have any of the above, I'm going to show you a color that maybe you didn't know you actually needed in your makeup bag, okay? So when you see red, which let's talk about my cheeks first. So when you see red, as we age, our skin gets a little bit more red to it. And so a lot of us will develop rosacea. Maybe we have that, or maybe we just have that splotchy redness. We've been taught from day one, I don't know about you, I was taught that green is always going to counteract red. But the thing that none of us really know is that red actually has a blue undertone. So if you see red and you've used green color correctors and it's not working for you, I'm going to kind of show you how I think everyone should have coral or orange colors in their makeup bag so that they can correct those issues. And I'm going to show you how it works today, okay? A lot of people don't love coral blushes, things like that. But there's so many uses for them. So I'm going to show you how you can use an orange color corrector, a coral blush, to get really nice coverage with redness, veins, under eyes, and even the discoloration on the eyes, and even with blemishes, okay? So I'm just going to pull my hair back, and we're just going to do it. So if you've been here for a while, I use Seint. I love Seint. I love cream makeup. So everything I use is cream-based, except for my eyeshadows. And when I was 39, my skin changed so much that going to the normal stores that I was purchasing their makeup, the things that I used to use just stopped working for me. I had texture, I had redness poking through, I had separation, and I was really frustrated, so frustrated because I love makeup, but nothing was working. So I found cream makeup, and this is what I use. It's just right here in this one compact, and it works really well on my mature skin. So that is what I'm going to be using. Everything in my kit, and this is all customizable, is made for my skin, and I do free color matches. So at any time when I post this, don't do it now because I'll lose your comment. You just want to comment match and I will send you my free color match form. I do free color matches. So I take the guesswork out and then you work one-on-one with me to get your own customized system. We also have pre-made collections too for a discount. So that's what we're gonna do today, okay? So I'm gonna just start, I'm gonna put, actually, nope, not doing that. I'm gonna put sunscreen on. I haven't done that yet. But while I do that, I'm gonna tell you kind of about my day. So today is kind of a big day. I know it's April Fool's Day, but it's also my youngest birthday. He is officially a teenager, which means I have all teenagers in my house. If you are in this situation like I am, give me a thumbs up because it's kind of a weird thing. Yes, I agree. It is the best makeup for aging skin. Anyways, I'm in this weird thing. He turned 13 and I just like want to cry, but like it's fun. It's like all these weird mixed emotions. And I just like, it's sad. So he's 13 today and I was supposed to go to Mexico for a Seint trip and I chose to stay here and be with my kids. This is the first rewards trip that I actually am not going on. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time, my kids are all growing up. My oldest will be 17 at the end of this month. And then I have my daughter who's 15 and then my 13-year-old. So I don't have that much longer with my oldest one because he only has this year and next year. And then he goes to college. And so I'm trying to like eat up every moment I possibly can. So that's what I'm doing today, celebrating my youngest, and we're doing some baseball. So, okay, I put my sunscreen on. And for those of you that want to know what it is, it's the Kosas Dream Beam Sunlit. This one is a newer one, I believe they just came out with, and it has a little tint to it. So if you like a bronzer look, that's a really great one. And then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Plump It Back Up, or Plump It Right Back, I think is what it's called. You don't need a primer, you guys, but I do like a primer because one, I don't like fixing my makeup. I'm gonna be outside a lot today. We have baseball, and so I'm just gonna make sure that my makeup doesn't move. I also think with mature skin, you get a much nicer, even coverage. So for me, I like a primer. Okay. I've already done my skincare too, okay? All right, so I wanna make sure I'm not missing any questions. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let's start with our makeup. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna actually go in and kind of even everything out. My primer I'm using, is it silicone free? Yes. Anything you use with creams has to be silicone free. If not, it reacts really funky to it and you can get separation. Your skin can feel more oily. So if you're using cream makeup, silicone, don't use anything with silicone, even skincare. It can react with it. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna even everything out. So I'm just gonna start with a bronzer. Like I said, everything's in my kit, so I'm just gonna go straight in. This is the blush and bronzer brush from Seint. It is a double-ended brush. All of our brushes are double-ended, so it's kind of nice. And I'm just gonna kind of swirl it in my bronzer, get it on there. You don't need much. These tins, really quick, just to let you know, they're $16 each, and they last forever. This bronzer will last me 6 to 12 months. The highlight colors, like my foundation colors, they are gonna last me, gosh, 2 to 4 months. So everything is going to last you a really long time. I'm gonna take that bronzer and I'm gonna tap. One thing with cream is we wanna push it into the skin versus swiping, so it just stays right on there. And I'm just gonna add a little color. And the reason I'm going in, especially on my cheek areas, is because I have all that redness, I wanna really even it out the best I can. So, I thought I had something on my hand, but I don't. So we're just gonna kind of really just blend it all out. I'm not using contour today. I've kind of not been using a lot of contour lately, unless I'm going somewhere like, I don't know, I don't want to look lifted. But for the most part, when I'm just kind of doing my everyday mom life, I'm just using some bronzer. So I'm just putting that anywhere I have texture, anywhere I have discoloration, and already it's evening out the redness from where I started, okay? So once I've done that, I'm gonna go in with my main foundation color. So with Seint, it's kind of funny, like they call them highlights, okay? The reason they call them highlights is because if you ever, like most of us grew up using one color of foundation, right? But if you were to look in the mirror, your skin has so many colors in it. And if you're just putting one color on, it's just mattifying everything and it kind of makes you look like a blank piece of paper, just like one dimensional. So we call these highlights, and you always get two. There's a main highlight and a Brightener highlight. Basically, you're highlighting areas of the face to make you look more youthful, to make you look more awake. And so these are just doing the same thing as foundation and concealer, but in a little bit different way, because creams are gonna bring back a little bit of a glow to your skin. Actually, I'm gonna use that. Creams are gonna bring back a little bit more glow to your skin. So I'm just gonna place my main foundation color or my main highlight anywhere I need coverage. I'm not going to put it all over because I don't need to layer my makeup. If you layer your makeup, we get texture, right? So I'm just gonna do this really fast, and then we're gonna get to why you need orange color correctors, okay? And why you should use a coral blush. I promise I will get there. So I'm just gonna kind of go around that bronzer, leaving this area alone. And I want you to see something. As I'm putting that cream makeup on, so I'm using a brush that's pretty dense, so it's giving me a good medium coverage, but I still have this little vein right here kind of popping out. And I'm gonna show you how we can use a color corrector to fix that. So if you have any veins on the face, for me, because I'm so fair, that's one thing that I've been really struggling with, is having that kind of pop through. And I've done a ton of different skincare treatments. I've gone to my dermatologist, things like that, and they're really hard to get rid of. So I'm gonna show you how you can use a color corrector for those too. Okay, so I'm just filling in anywhere that I want the most coverage. And then that's all the areas we're putting this on. Notice I'm not going over that bronzer at all, okay? Already my skin is starting to look more glowy. It's starting to look more evened, and that redness isn't horribly peeking through, but we're still gonna do a little bit with that, okay? A lot of us get redness around the nose as we get older, veins around the nose. This is gonna help it. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna show you what I would do to color correct. So here is a color. I'm gonna pop it out of my compact. Our compacts are magnetic, so these just pop in and out really easily. This one is 03, and I'm gonna use a brush like this, okay? So it has a really small point to it and a kind of fluffy end. Now this is the spot brush from Seint. Mine is black. Black isn't on the website, so it'll be gold, but it's the exact same brush, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the under eye. So let's get really close, because I haven't touched my under eye. If you look right here, in this inner corner, there's a lot of blue on the inner corner. And then as I move down, there's some kind of red with a blue undertone. Red has a blue undertone. So if you go in with like a green, you're not gonna get the coverage that you always want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this orange color corrector. And one thing that I think a lot of people do with these color correctors, so these are called Demi. They're very skin-like, and you don't need much. They're really pigmented. And one thing people do is put too much on. We don't want to put too much on the under eye, because what happens is, right, we get creasing and we get a lot of like unwanted texture there that we don't want. So I'm just following anywhere there's that discoloration, just like this, okay? Look at that already, how that is already toning down any of that discoloration on the inner corner of the eye, and then all along that tear trough. Can you see the difference? Look at the difference there. Crazy, right? So I'm just gonna kind of go in, and I'm only gonna spot treat little tiny amounts where I have that redness or the blue undertones. So sometimes even purple on the under eye can look purple, but it's not always purple. It could be blue. So this one to me is a really good universal one that most people can put in their palette, and that is 03. 01, 03, depending on the amount of discoloration under the eye. This is a product called Demi, and it's from Seint. So it's a color corrector, and we have all different colors based on, you know, what your discoloration is or the area you want to treat. And that's why I always say get a color match with me, because I can help you with that. Okay, so now we're gonna move to this red vein right here, and I'm literally gonna just touch it. What I love about this brush is it's so small. See how that's like a little red patch there? This brush is so small, I'm literally just placing the smallest amount of product. Have you ever seen like videos and they go in and they put so much product under the eye, like a color corrector? We don't wanna do that if you're older and have more mature skin, because you're gonna get a lot of issues popping up from that, So that's why I love Demi, because a little is gonna go a really long way, but you're gonna get the coverage you need at the same time. Now I'm not swiping, I'm just gonna tap, and I'm working in really small areas to get the coverage that I need. Look at that, like that vein was really red and I already took a lot of the color out just by putting a tiny bit of this on. So this is a great color too if you have redness around the nose. A lot of us carry it here. I have like a little red dot here. You can use this just anywhere you have that issue to get rid of that redness. We want to get rid of the color instead of just going in with a bright concealer like a lot of us are used to doing. And then you'll see that that discoloration will just kind of go away and disappear. So I'm just basically anywhere I have redness, I'm just placing that there. Okay, I haven't put any concealer on the eyes yet, okay? There's no concealer. This is only a color corrector. You could stop there. If you don't want a really heavy under eye coverage, you could stop there. I'm gonna move to that cystic acne, and I'm gonna put that on there, and I'm just gonna blend that out. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Like, I get so excited using this product because it is literally fabulous. And if you use it right, you will see a huge difference, okay? Now, on this side, there's even a little bit more purple. I probably could go in just a little bit more on that crevice. If you have tear troughs, I have really bad tear troughs. You can kind of even come into that inner corner where that shadow is and just really work your way in there. But I'm gonna show you how now we use our brightener to brighten the areas. So color corrector is going to get rid of the discoloration, which is what most of us are trying to fix on our under eyes. We're trying to fix the discoloration. We're not really trying to do much else. So if you are taking like, I don't know, if you're taking a really bright concealer and you're just slapping that underneath, you're not gonna get coverage. Brightness or light is going to bring forward. You don't wanna bring forward the texture, you don't wanna bring forward the discoloration. So that's where we get into a little bit of a bind, as a lot of people use too much product under there. So I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go in with my Brightener concealer. I'm a big believer in only using a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation. And the reason for that is we don't want a lot of brightness under our eyes as we age. We just don't. We only wanna bring brightness to the areas we wanna see or we want people to look at. So I'm coming down this way, down the nose, and I'm not going to bring my brightener super far under here. If I do that, it's gonna start going with a lot of the texture that I have. So I'm just gonna kind of place it on the inner and outer corners, and even up into this temple area where a lot of us hollow. And I'm going to then, whatever's on my brush, I'm then just gonna bring under the eye, because I've already corrected with that color corrector. Now, if you still have a little bit of a tear trough or a shadow, what you can do is take your main foundation color and you can go right into that shadow, kind of right where we color corrected, but a little over, and you're just gonna blend that out. Now, are we still gonna have tear troughs? Are we gonna still have texture? Yes. All we're doing, you guys, is working with our skin. Makeup's not gonna make anything disappear, but it can brighten, and we can use it in a way that makes us look more youthful, okay? So I think sometimes we think makeup is gonna be like this amazing thing that's gonna change everything, and although it can do really great things, we still have texture, we still have things on our skin, and I think sometimes the internet makes us believe that that's all gone, and it's not. So I'm gonna put that on the inner and outer corners of the eyes again, up into my temple. And then I'm just gonna move under the eye. I'm not really touching too much of it. I am gonna fix this tear trough by going back into my main foundation, right on the inner corner of that, and just kind of blend that out. And you can work in that area as much as you want to get the coverage you want, okay? Look how that's just brightening that area. Crazy, right? Okay, so now I've got more youthful skin. It looks glowy. I've got coverage on my cystic acne. I've got coverage under the eyes. My redness has diminished a lot because I've used a bronzer to even everything out. So now we're gonna use a blush that's going to also give us a little bit of a coral color, and coral, like I said, is great if you have rosacea. A lot of times when people get color matched from me, I will recommend corally color because it will give you really nice coverage on the rosacea. So this is the color that I'm using. This is called Frenchie, and I'm just tapping this on my hand. I like to work with a cream blush on my hand. I know that can be kind of messy. You don't have to do that. It's just for me, I just like that. And I'm just gonna kind of tap it here and here. And I'm gonna turn my brush and I'm gonna blend that out. And it's going to give coverage, but it's also going to take away the redness, the look of the redness. So if you suffer with rosacea and have not tried a coral blush, I really recommend it. Frenchie is good if you're using Seint. Madrid is good if you're using Seint. Look how that just helped so much with my cystic acne that had a very, very red coloring, but a blue undertone. It really just took that out. And it gave me life to my face. And I think that's another thing that we don't do is we don't use enough blush as we age because we want to look, you know, more polished, things like that. But bringing a blush back to your skin as we age is gonna just give you less dullness to the skin. So I'm just gonna put on a quick pink. You can use Seint if you want for your lips. I don't. This one is the Tarte Maracuja Big Eco. And I'm just gonna put that on just to give my lips a little color. I'm a lip gloss girl, 100%. So that's what you're always gonna get from me. Okay. So there's that. Now we're gonna work on the eyes and the eyebrows, okay? So I personally, for my eyebrows, I like to use Benefit products. I love Benefit. I also like this one. This is the Kosas Nano Pop, I don't know, eyebrow pencil, is that what they call it? I love it, it's small, but just for quick purposes today, we're just gonna quickly just use Benefit's eyebrow tint. And I'm just gonna brush them up with this wax. One thing with eyes, make sure you're doing your brows. You guys don't forget that. It's amazing how your brows can make a huge difference in how everything looks. This one is what is this called? This, I don't even know. I've used this so long. I don't even have like the writing on it anymore. But what it is it's just a color. It's like a tint. So you can just put it on the eyebrows and be done. Except I kind of made a mess there. Okay. Just gives you a nice tint to the brows. And if you're kind of new to your brows or you're worried about how to fill them in, this is a really great product because it makes it really easy. So easy. And we'll clean up under my eyebrow there. Okay, look how that already brightened my eyes just doing my brows, okay? Huge, brows are huge. All right, now, if you are someone that has discoloration on the eyelids, biggest thing you want to do is make sure you're priming the lids. Now, I personally like MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. It looks like this, so it has more of a pink undertone, but I have a lot of, look, redness. Do you see the redness on my eyelids? So you could do the exact same thing I did with my under eyes, and you can bring the 03 that I used, you can bring that on the lids and just do like a wash, and that's gonna give you a really nice base before you put on your eyeshadow. Purchase Seint products. So Seint is available online. You can purchase them through me. I do free color matches, and I will help you pick all your shades so that it's like not confusing, and then yeah, you can purchase them through me. It's really easy. Okay, so let me show you that. I'm gonna use that same spot brush right here, and I'm gonna use my 03, and I'm literally just gonna tap a little bit on, and I'm gonna do a wash on the eye. So I just showed you my eye and what it looked like and how much discoloration I had on there. And now, look at that. Okay, look at this one. This one's really red right there. Kind of even like a brown undertone to it. And this is gonna get rid of all that discoloration. So if you're not an eyeshadow person, this, just doing a wash of color in the eye, look how it brightens that. It'll brighten your eye right up. That is one of my biggest tricks to just looking a little more awake, is making sure you get rid of that discoloration. Using an eye primer, 03 Demi Color Corrector. Just got rid of all the discoloration under the eyes. It's amazing. I love it. This is seriously such a multi-purpose color. Anyone could use it. Okay, so I want to show you how you can use orange eyeshadow though if you have really red, blue veins, anything on the eye, okay? So I'm gonna use these colors right here. They're more warm. Look how messy. I made that so messy. Anyways, this one is, what is this one? This one I think is tangerine. Is that what it is? Yeah, So I've got Tangerine, Bubba. You can tell I use this one all the time. It's a warm brown. And then Valencia. And that's all we're gonna use today. It'll make it really easy. I'm gonna use my eyeshadow brush from Seint. It's kind of a mess. I probably should have washed it. That's okay. We're gonna use Valencia. Valencia is the lightest color, so it's this one right here. And I'm gonna do a wash all over the eyes. Now, you honestly can use one color. If you are new to eyeshadow, one color makes a huge difference on the lid. So Valencia is one of my favorites, especially if you have blue eyes. These colors too are gonna make them really pop. And I'm just applying it over the crease. So my eyes are open, I'm looking straight forward, and I'm applying it in small circles, and I'm pulling it towards the tail of the brow. See how that's just making that eye look even, it's making it look more awake, it's making my blue eyes look more blue. So these are not cream. I personally don't love cream eyeshadow because sometimes it can show texture. So for me, I don't use it. I love Seint's eyeshadows. They're very pigmented. They're very soft on the lids. I don't feel like I'm tugging to get good color payoff either. So, okay, so let's do it on this side. So I place my color, and then I'm gonna use small strokes to really get it all over the lid. Once you place it, you can close your eyes, but really if you have hooded eyes or mature eyes and you find that you're getting more of a hood, so that means that this is getting more heavy, keep your eyes open when you apply and it will make a huge difference. I'm actually gonna put up a reel tonight about that, so be looking for that because that will be a good one to save if you struggle with eyeshadow. Using small circles gives you a lot more control too. Okay, you literally could stop right there. I love this color. I think it's beautiful. I think it makes blue eyes look really pretty. I think it makes discoloration go away, but we're gonna build it just a little bit more, okay? So I'm gonna go in now with Tangerine, which a lot of people think is a really scary color. It's not, I promise. Actually, yeah, that's what we're gonna use next. I'm gonna keep this only on the crease, actually above the crease. So I'm gonna angle that up towards the tail, and then I'm gonna bring it in. So the majority of my color is on the outer corner, and then I'm gonna bring it in to the inner corner. What do we think? Making sure I don't miss anything. Sorry. I think I've answered everyone. Okay. If I missed your question, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna go back in with that color right here. I love oranges for spring too and summer because they're warmer and they're just really pretty. Okay, small strokes. There we go, okay? Right away, that discoloration on the eye is already looking so much more smooth as well. Now we're gonna go in with the Bubba and we're just gonna go right on top of that Tangerine. Keeping it primarily on the outer corner and then bringing it in. But this one's gonna kind of bring all the orange together, so it's not like you feel like you have so much orange on. And it's gonna add depth to the outer corner. So if you haven't tried these colors, you should. I love them. I think they're really pretty. You can even use the other side of this brush if you really wanted to, you know, to really get it right on the outer corner. It works more like a pencil. Okay. Turn it over, keep blending. One thing about eyeshadow too, and it's hard to show in videos, but the more you blend, the more it'll start coming together, okay? And we can even take a little on the finger and just kind of go back on top with that Valencia, just on the lid, like that. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Bubba, which is that brown color, under the eye. I'm obsessed with how orange base, like using an orange base color corrector products, like it just took so much of the redness out of my skin. So when I do post this, you should go back and look at my beginning to my end and just how much that took it away. It's crazy. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, where did I put it? I'm just gonna take a brown. This is Urban Decay 24/7, and I'm literally just gonna go under Am I still here? Can you guys hear me? My son called and I think it took it off. Can you hear me? Will you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Anyone? Let me know. Can you hear me? My son called. I'm hoping I'm still here. Seint does not deliver to the UK yet, but we will this year. So sometime in the next little bit of this year, we will be delivering to UK, Mexico, and oh good, you can hear me. UK, Mexico, and Australia. So, okay, sorry. He called me like 3 times, and I know that it's just, it's not an emergency. Okay, now a lot of people don't like doing it this way. I am just gonna show you. I just colored the lashes. Thank you guys for letting me know. I'm just coloring the lashes. Now, if you have eye issues, don't do this. Just line your eye normal, okay? But I'm just adding a little depth. I'm not wanting like a full wing or anything like that. I just wanna add a little bit of depth. So I just kind of run it on the lashes. I'm not tight lining. I'm just adding a little depth, okay? Just like this. And also, if you look this way when you're doing this, it does help a lot. You can also hold a brush there. We're just being really fast. Okay. So I just added a tiny bit of depth there, and then we're just gonna curl the lashes. I'm sure I missed some stuff here. Let's see. I need a link to the hairpiece you showed. Oh yeah, did you not get a link for it? Message me. I don't have it on today, but I love that hairpiece. It's awesome. If you're losing hair, it's great. I want to do a giveaway for that too. I might have to do that here soon. Okay. And then we're just gonna put a little bit of mascara on. Where did I put my mascara? Please say I have my mascara with me. I did at one point. There it is. And I just want you to see the difference. Make sure you go back and watch this posted video because I want you to go look at the before and then the after of just how everything is kind of evened out. Okay, I know this is so boring watching someone do mascara, but this is my favorite mascara. It's from Beauty Counter. I literally was using another one I really liked, but it started like flaking on me and I hate that. This one has been amazing and it's lasted so long. So if you're looking for a good mascara, and it's clean ingredients. Okay. All right, that's good enough. We're gonna clean up the under eye really quick, or on the top of the eye. Same brush. This is one I recommend for everyone, the spot brush. I love it. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my little part of my brush, and I'm just gonna go right here, clean it all up. This is like one step that a lot of people forget to do, but it makes such a big difference in how your eye makeup looks. And then I just put it right here on the edge of the eye. So naturally a lot of our hands go down when we're blending. So we pull our eyeshadow down, and this is just gonna clean it up and give it a more lifted look. Okay, just like that. And there you have it. So easy, right? You guys, if you don't have an orange color corrector, if you don't have 03, or you can find anything in this tone, if you don't have something like this, think of adding orange to your makeup routine, coral blushes, things like that. You're going to see a big difference, especially if you have rosacea, especially if you have veins, if you have under eye circles. Using an orange color corrector really is a game changer. So this is my one compact makeup. If you are wanting to try it, all you have to do is comment match when I post this. I would love to help you. Make it all easy, take the guesswork out of it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and catch the replay and let me know if, anything I can do to help you. No, that's actually not true. I am extremely dry, extremely dry. So a lot of people say like it doesn't work for them, but the thing is that skincare is huge. So you have to take care of your skin and use a lot of different products for dryness. I was so dry before I started using Seint that my makeup would literally peel off my skin and I would have dry patches everywhere. So for me, I've taken care of my skin. I've started using skincare that works. I can help you with that if you want suggestions with that. But cream actually is less drying than any other makeup that you will possibly use, which is why it's so good for mature skin. It doesn't have any water in it, so it's not going to dehydrate your skin like liquid or like powder. So that's why cream is actually really good, is if you have drier skin, it's gonna bring the hydration and the glow back to the skin. So makeup, I always say, it doesn't matter what you're using, makeup is only as good as the skincare that you're using and how you're taking care of your face. So I made some major changes a couple years ago and my skin has never been better. And I can share that. If that's a video you guys want me to do, I can definitely go into my top 5 favorites for skincare that I think every woman should use and it will change your skin. I can definitely do that. So anyways, if you have questions, like I said, reach out. I would love to help you. And if you want a color match, all you have to do is comment match. I hope you guys have the best April Fool's Day and I appreciate you. Oh, good. I want to hear this. Totally agree. My skin is no longer dry and I love Seint. Yeah. Message me. This little Mercy, message me. I will help you. That's what I'm here for. You guys, really quick, my DMs, jump into my DMs. That's what I'm here for. I try to get back to you. If I don't get back to you, just like comment again, because sometimes Instagram doesn't show anything to me. And I was actually restricted this weekend. I couldn't even like comment to anybody. So, but message me. That's what I'm here for. I will give you all the best tips and tricks I possibly can. I feel like I've done them all. I've worked with clients of all types of skin tones and types. So I feel like there's something in my little bag that I can help you with. But I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have the best day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.